So, today we will be looking at a scenario where all of the Caribbean forms an empire. So, we have Havana being the capital, and the first thing they do is invade Belize, as this is a war scenario thingy. So we have them coming down, invading southern Belize. Eventually, the entire country dies and is now fully annexed. Next, we have them teaming up with Mexico to do a full invasion of Central America. And in this timeline, the U.S. isn't allies with either Costa Rica or Panama, so yeah. And if the Caribbean Empire gets this, they'll have the Panama Canal, and now gives them a lot more influence over the world. So yeah, we have Mexican troops and troops that were already in Belize push into Guatemala. We have a naval invasion of Nicaragua and the Panama Canal. Panama and Costa Rica don't have a military, and in this scenario, the Caribbean Empire is going to be really buffed. We have the Mexicans coming down as well, and it may seem like I'm being a little unrealistic, but like they're like super buff. So they're super buffed. So we have Mexico getting all of this, and all of El Salvador, but we have our Caribbean nation getting Honduras, Nicaragua, essentially all of this, as they did do most of the work. And think of this nation as strong as like maybe Poland or like France or something. So, well, actually that's a little unrealistic. Maybe like it's hard to kind of compare them to anything, to be honest. Maybe the Philippines? Maybe the Philippines. Next, we have them teaming up with Venezuela, and since Cuba, like Havana, Cuba's running this whole empire, it would make sense why they would like Venezuela. And we have them both declaring war on Colombia. So we have them marching in, and this is easily going to be the hardest thing they've done so far. So we have them coming in, although we do have Colombian troops pushing into Venezuela and capturing the city of Caracas pretty quickly, although the Venezuelans do push them back. Quite far. We also have the Caribbean Empire moving into Colombia even more, and we have them linking up to the Venezuelan troops. Next, we have Brazil coming in to the war, which isn't really good for Colombia. And then we have Peru coming in as well, as this is like territorial.io. If one country falls and nothing has really been happening for a while in your area, you want to really capitalize off it. Although Ecuador does not do anything, which may come back to bite them. So we have them pushing into Colombia even more. And nobody really likes what these countries are doing, but nobody can really stop them. And eventually Colombia does surrender. So let's look at the peace treaty for that. So we have Peru getting this, and we have Brazil getting this, Venezuela getting all of this, as they did do quite a lot, and the rest goes to the Caribbean Empire. And this seems really unfair to Brazil and Peru, which it is to them, but they're like, it's whatevs. Actually, they don't do that. They hate them, but they can't really do anything just yet. Also, how is it going to help Brazil? Just a little bit more land. I don't think that would really do anything for them, because it's all just jungle, to be honest. So, we have Venezuela officially becoming an ally with the Caribbean Empire. Next thing is they tell Ecuador, if you don't give us this amount of land, we'll end you. And they actually accept, even though Peru was saying they would stand by their side if they wanted. So we have them expanding down here. But then, next thing we have happening is the U.S. coming in and wanting to, they want the U.S., they know the U.S. has a terrible, it would be really hard for the U.S. to invade Mexico, so they're asking Venezuela and the Caribbean Empire to help them with it, and they accept the offer, and the invasion of Mexico is on. So, we have Mexican troops pushing into Belize and capturing it. Then we have them pushing back the Caribbean Empire even more, and then we have them invading this. Although the Caribbean Empire does recapture that, and they do make small naval invasions on the Yucatan Peninsula. They have special, they have highly trained special ops people to invade Mexico, and it goes really well. And they meet up with their Yucatan front, and they start to push in. While in the U.S., we have them also pushing in. And this is going to go pretty quickly. So we have them storming down the Baja California and going quite far. Eventually, though, they do get pushed back up as they weren't ready for the highly trained Mexican troops there. Although we do have the U.S. Coming down the coast, invading large portions of Mexico. We have them cutting off Baja California here, and we have all of northern Baja California surrendering. Then we have all of Baja California dying, and then from here we have Mexico getting pushed back. But Mexico does still show that they can put up a fight, though. And we even have them pushing into Texas a little bit. but this success for Mexico doesn't last long, and the Americans start to push them back again. With most of the Mexican military up in north, we have Cuba and the Caribbean Empire and Venezuela sending large amounts of troops into the Yucatan, and with American support they do manage to do that, and they go quite far up. But we have a surprise attack by Mexico, and this does push them back quite far, and it kind of just goes back and forth, but eventually they do manage a front line, while a stalemate does happen right along here. We do have Mexico winning up here in the northwestern area, and even taking back southern Baja California, but they do get pushed back in the eastern areas, and we have the Americans meeting up with the Cubans, or the Caribbean Empire. And in this timeline, now Venezuela and Cuba are a lot more western, so yeah. We do have Americans encircling some Mexican troops, although these people they do get sieged out and this area gets blockaded, but they do manage to survive with the help of blockade runners. But we do have all of Mexico surrendering, and they say, hey, you people, you can surrender if you want. But then the Americans kill them, and that's the invasion of Mexico for you. So let's look at the peace treaty here. So we have Caribbean Empire getting all. So yeah, we have the Caribbean Empire getting all of this. And then we have the Americans getting all of this, and yeah. So that's what if what if all of the Caribbean Sea united under one country. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.